Okay, everyone. I wanted to give you guys a quick demo of the projection prim for LUMIPro. You guys are all familiar with the lights as they stand now. I've got Colleen sitting here wearing a set of lights, and if I turn them on, you can obviously see the lighting does its normal thing here. What you see here with the standard projection light in Second Life is they're not like a flashlight; they're more like a lampshade, and as such, they project their light uniformly. Well, in August, Second Life introduced the concept of a projection prim. And although there's limited scripting support for projection prims, I've been prototyping for a little bit a projector, and I wanted to show it to you now. So what I ended up doing was bolting a projector to the gazer solution, and I just resed a gazer on her. And what you see is I've modified the gazer a little bit to include a canned light that can project use the projection prim, and you can see the shadow that it projects. Now the cool thing is by bolting it onto the gazer platform that I already had, I can just use the HUD to move the light around and play with the projections and whatnot here, so you can kind of see it going here. The other thing that I did was I made the can black intentionally and created a new set of buttons around the black. So for example, I can go to some crazy color or throttle back on it. You guys are familiar with this mechanism. We'll go back to white for a second here. Intensity, radius, fall off are the same. Radius is truly the radius. So if she's about 1.5 meters to 2 meters high, this gazer is probably about 5 meters from you. So if I set the radius of the light down to 1 meter, you're not going to see anything. For example, I'll set it to 3 meters. You can notice 3 meters will actually light her, but it doesn't light the background. I also have the ability now with these two new buttons up here, not only to go left, right, up, down, I can also go in. So I can push the gazer, I can push this gazer in, and you can see after I get closer and closer and closer, it starts projecting a bit of a shadow at the 3 meter range. However, typically what I find is that you're going to want the gazer probably set at 20. So in any case, you can move the gazer around, you can put it into position. The standard alpha tricks work on this guy as well, so we can hide the thing and take photos and bring it back. I can turn off her lights. I can also turn off the. I can also just alpha the projector alone if you just want to have the projector only. Now, the other cool thing that I added to this thing was a padlock, and let me show you why. Because now I can res a couple of these things, and notice that unfortunately they're both moving around here. Let me go set the alpha back to 0, which. I should probably work this interface a touch more. Now we have two lights, and unfortunately when you're moving, both lights are moving around. What you can do is you can click on a padlock for a light. Let's say I like this light's position here. Once I clicked it, you see a padlock now exists on it. This light won't move anymore, and so any light that's padlocked doesn't move around. So I can get this light the way I want it, lock it, and then move this light into position, back it out a little bit, etc. And now I've got two lights on her. I can unpadlock both lights again if you wanted. I can raise both lights. I can take both lights. I can leave both lights down. Makes for a pretty cool system. Let me lock this. Oops. I'll lock the other guy. Now the lock. Why aren't you locking? Must just be lag right now. Or I broke it. One of the two. It's also possible. In any case, this is why we do a beta, is because I want to get some feedback from you guys. So there you go. I'd like to hopefully have this thing out of beta in a week or so, so I'd really like your feedback. One last thing that I added to this thing was just on the help menu's been worked a little bit. You can go over to advanced poses directly from the help menu. There's an about, which hands out the note card, and then I also included something that dumps out the lighting details. There are people that were asking for being able to just report out the parameters that are used on the balls, and it does that now too. All right, looking forward to your feedback, guys. Thanks for your help. Take care.